28, where we look at the case study. So we analyze the economic forces that we discussed in the previous lesson. So here we are now applying the theory of economic forces. We looked at globalization. We look at how the supply and demand chain is affected globally. So in this lesson, we are going to look at a scenario. I would have loved that we do it in class, but since it's a pre-recorded session, I hope you are going to understand it better. And also, please take use of your textbooks, because some of these concepts are actually described in detail in your textbook. So just as a recap, we looked at the value of technology in digital marketing. When we look at the economic forces, diffusion, hyperscale, and market growth, we spoke about that. So in this lesson, we are then going to look at a case scenario where we can analyze and unpack the economic forces affecting a certain brand. Because in the previous lesson, I told you about globalization. I told you about the events that are happening globally and how they affect the business success or the business failure. We have seen that with COVID-19. We have seen that with the war in Russia. We have seen that with the internet cables that are broken at sea level, then all of a sudden production is affected. So we continue the same terms that we looked in the previous lesson, but this is the activity that we are going to have. So list and discuss the economic factors affecting Takealot's digital marketing. So when you look at Takealot, this is your exercise. I'm not going to give you answers. I want you to engage as students on your own as well on the Core Campus discussion forum. I'm going to put something there on Core Campus so that students engage with it during this holiday. So you need to look at Takealot's supply chain. You need to look at Takealot's market growth and development. You also need to look at Takealot's pricing in response to the country's economic status. You need to have a look at Takealot's shipping. Remember, when products are shipped to their end user, the customers, there is a pricing model that is determined by the fuel costs, as well as the availability of drivers, be it Mr. D, and other economic factors that Takealot need to consider. For example, before, Takealot could not accept cash, and all of a sudden they do accept cash. So what are the economic implications of that? So you need to think about all those things, pricing. When you are shopping on Takealot, they will tell you that if your basket has got a minimum of 460 Rand, you need to pay extra 60 Rand, but if it has got a maximum of this amount, it means that there's free shipping. So those are economic consideration, okay? Who supply them with products, you also need to discuss that. So I'm going to add this on the Core Campus discussion forum, and I would definitely love to see students engaging there. I always want to hear your input, especially on Core Campus. So that's the activity that I'd like you to have a look at and think deeper about how companies, brands, consider the economic forces when formulating digital marketing strategies, when managing their campaigns, and so on. So that was the case study that I wanted you guys to engage on, to think deeper, not just going through words, but understand the market growth for Takealot. At first, we hear that Takealot was being operated from a warehouse in Cape Town. All of a sudden, it has got pickup points, like pickup hubs, in Johannesburg, in major cities. So what are the economic implications for that? What is it that they're doing better in terms of the economic forces shaping their digital marketing strategy, the images that they use on their website, the digital assets that they have, be it newsletters, be it the e-commerce platforms. How are they doing it well and how are they not doing it well? So you need to think about those because the supply and chain, the market growth and development, the pricing, the shipping, and other economic factors, they do affect Takealot's existence. They do affect Takealot's digital marketing strategies and digital marketing campaigns. So I highly encourage you to have some thoughts on this and feel free to engage with other students on available platforms, core campus discussion forum, WhatsApp groups. We can always engage on these things. So in conclusion, I'm going to read through this because I did before. I'm just going to give you a recap that globalization refers to the move towards international trading in a single global marketplace and the blurring of social and cultural differences between countries. A major driver of internet adoption by commercial brands is the opportunity for market expansion in domestic and international markets. We have seen that we have got new brands that are emerging. We have got Shein, we have got Temu, we have got new products that are emerging from other countries. And we've got also products from South Africa that are crossing the borders. That's part of globalization. However, digital marketers need to be aware of the implications of trading in global markets and consider whether to develop bespoke branding and marketing campaigns or whether to apply a standardized approach. So when you're engaging in the digital community, you actually need to know whether you're engaging with the domestic audience, which are South Africans, or it is beyond borders since we are talking about globalization. Globalization means you do not address the nation only, but you address the international community. So in order to be able to manage in periods of economic change, digital marketers should focus on developing the ability to anticipate and act on market uncertainty and unmet customer needs by applying a focused business model or focus on innovations and how they can deliver value to brand's business model. Remember, we discussed business models, B2B, B2C, C2C. Then exploit opportunities to emerge from uncertainty and develop strategies which can maximize any emerging market advantage. So these are the things that we need to consider when looking at that case study for Takealot. Any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me, to reach out to other students if there are any comments with regards to lesson 28, how you can analyze the economic forces shaping Takealot's digital environment. Then we are done with the economic forces, and in the next lesson, we are going to look at the political forces. So this is the P for the pastel approach. We are going to look at the political forces and how they shape digital marketing of any given brand within any industry. Thank you.